You're listening to Ron Siegel's Home and Finance Radio Show, only on Financial News and Talk. Now live in studio, your host, local and national real estate expert and consumer advocate, Ron Siegel.
And hello again. Welcome to Ron Siegel Radio. This is the show with no real boundaries as we discuss current events, financial markets, politics, sports, even poking fun at the rest of the media. This is the show that connects the dots of confusion delivered by conflicting media reports. We connect the dots so you know the actions you can take how your family or business can benefit from current events. Most of all, thank you for joining me. Within every market, there are solutions as well as tremendous opportunities. You just need some trusted guidance. That is my message, and I will be delivering it every day. We have a very focused show. We only chat about items that affect the roof over your head, your bank account, and anything I feel would benefit you. But before we get into intriguing content today, please join me in welcoming our featured guest. First timer on Ron Siegel Radio, Andrea Woolf, the listening coach, is with us. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Glad to have you with us. And let me remind you, if you ever have any home or finance related questions, I am the consumer advocate looking out for you. And you can reach out to me directly, 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990, or ronsiegelradio.com. Just remember, that's the number you call anytime for assistance. When you call that number, it comes directly to me first. There are operators standing by.
Quiet, numbskulls, I'm broadcasting.
While I do have a great team when it comes to developing a financing plan, a plan to save you money, I personally work with you. Even if you don't have any needs today, save this number in your phone for future reference, 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990. And yes, of course, we are celebrating today. If we got the celebration today, I don't know how we could put all of these into one single day, but we will. National Merry-Go-Round Day. Do they even have merry-go-rounds anymore? I mean, they're always worried that the kids are going to get hurt. Well, I guess at Disneyland they have the fancy ones with the horse, but we used to go to the park and you have a merry-go-round and you jump on it while it's going, you jump off it while it's going, and we didn't care. You fall down, you scrape your knee, you scrape your elbow. Who cares? But I guess nowadays the kids aren't allowed to scrape their knee, scrape their elbow. Have fun. I digress. Let's move right along. Let's see. National Thread the Needle Day. Yeah, we're going to skip that one. Hire a Veteran Day. Shouldn't that be every day? We love our military. We love our veterans. Thank you. You know, when you do a conservative radio show in a very liberal state, you realize how blessed we are living in America and having the ability of, sharing our opinions. Could you imagine going to China, unless your name's Biden, and sharing your personal opinions? We wouldn't get along, get away too much from that. But I digress. Let's see what else we're going to do today. Oh, Hot Fudge Sundae Day. I've beaten anorexia, so Hot Fudge Sundays can never go wrong with a Hot Fudge Sundae. I don't know whether do you have the Hot Fudge Sundae before? Today's also National Wine and Cheese Day. I don't know if you have the Hot Fudge Sundae before, after, or both. I guess you better do it before, because if you have enough wine, you may not remember to do it after. And yes, I do enjoy some good wines. Of course, good wine is very subjective. In my opinion, they're good. Otherwise, I wouldn't have bought so many of them. I got a nice wine cabinet at home. My wife gets mad at me. She's not listening, thankfully, because we probably have more wine than is needed, and there's more always on the way. So might need to get another wine fridge. I've already got two, so why don't we just come over and have a glass of wine? Well, we'll enjoy that. Wine and Cheese Day. I guess I better do a radio show here this morning, and then I can go get the wine and cheese. Let's take a look and see what the markets are doing today. The Dow Jones Industrial Average up 67.81. S&P 500 is up 12.89. NASDAQ is up 92. And oil is up another $1.06 a barrel. Wow! Do we want to see what's going on with gas prices? I don't know. Should we take a look at them? Because oil prices, don't tell this to the president. He's not aware of it, so we don't want to shock him at his age. But here's the issue. Oil prices are up 13%. So far, thankfully, we haven't seen that in gasoline prices. Gas 1 year ago in the formerly Golden State, $5.73 a gallon. Today, $4.90 a gallon. $4.90 in California. Taxes and fees. You got to love it. Because think about this. I'm going to look right here. Our tremendous underwriter, Lori, she's over there in Louisiana paying $3.22 a gallon of gasoline. $3.22. Do you know what the difference is between Louisiana and California? Yes, we have refineries. They have refineries. They don't have nearly as much in taxes and fees. Although we are still seeing that Washington, now they're not happy about this, but Washington took over the number one spot in gasoline prices. Why? Yep, you got it. Cap and trade. So they've got cap and trade fees on top of everything else. $4.93 a gallon. Josh is still hanging in there. $4.21, Josh. You guys are still, you guys have held pretty steady for quite a while. $3.80 is Jody is in Arizona. Brittany's in Colorado at $3.86. Why is it that 60% of our team is in the threes? Josh, you and I get the fours. I'm almost at 5. What's going on in the world? So we're watching oil prices going up. Not good for our inflation numbers. Raytheon, think about this one. Raytheon, they're the company that makes the Pratt & Whitney airplane engines. Big recall on it because they've got some problems with the metal. See what's going on that one. Not going to help very much. Let's see. Uber Eats and Domino's. Whoa, Uber Eats. Look at this one. $1 billion in new sales for Domino's because of their allegiance or they're working with Uber Eats. Nice. Gotta like that one. GE stock. You remember when GE used to be a good stock? Yeah, that our parents would say, buy GE and just hold it forever. GE stock soared to a 6-year high right now after a big earnings beat. I guess they're still looking for Jack Welch. He hasn't been around for a while, but they need his help. Larry Summers warns Biden's economic agenda is increasingly dangerous and inflationary. Surprise. Now, anybody remember Larry Summers? Do you know where we know Larry Summers from? I think he was one of the economic advisors. Now he works for President Obama now, but I think he was an economic advisor for Bill Clinton as well. And now even he's saying that, we got some problems here. Does that surprise anybody? We've been talking about this for quite a while, that, all this regulation. Speaking of regulation, can somebody help me with the idea? Water heaters, that's now the latest on the list that's being targeted by the president's administration. Really? Water heaters? I know we electric gas stoves, that's a problem. But now our water heaters are the next to go. I wonder what folks are going to do if they can't afford to replace their water heater with the fancy new electric ones that in many instances require all new venting. Right? We looked at that one time, looking at putting in one of the tankless water heaters. I've got 3 boys. They tend to shower quite long. And we looked at that. Well, it was going to cost a fortune, not just for the tankless water heater, but to do the reventing to get through the house the proper way. Wonder if the president's administration has thought about that one. Unbelievable. We're going to continue this conversation, though. You're listening to Ron Siegel Radio, discussing your real estate, current events, and the financial markets. We're going to chat with the listening coach. Again, thankfully, my wife is not listening today because she says I never listen. That's a whole different issue. Don't fall for the next shocking headline about home prices. They're lying to you. Chapman University. Maybe not lying to you. They're just using bad data. Chapman University. Yes, my alma mater. And how to create a CD ladder, all that and more. Reach me anytime off air. Number 800-306-1990. 800-306-1990 or RonSiegelRadio.com. Facebook.com/Ron Siegel Radio. And if you miss any part of our broadcast, Ron Siegel 1 on YouTube. Ron Siegel, the number 1 on YouTube. Stay tuned. We'll be back in just a few.
Ron Siegel Radio. Your home and mortgage connection.
Are you like many of your neighbors trying to figure out how to pay off your debts so you can retire someday? Build bigger savings. Invest in opportunities. Visit rsrnodebt.com. Debt will destroy 50% of Americans from being able to retire earlier and with more. What if you could have a guaranteed program that could show you how to eliminate all of your debt in 10 years or less, all without having to spend more each month than you spend right now? Yes, that's correct. All without spending more from your checkbook each month than you are today. Get your free analysis today to see if you qualify. Visit rsrnodebt.com. Log on today for your free analysis. rsrnodebt.com. No purchase necessary. The free analysis takes only 2 minutes. rsrnodebt.com. Ron Siegel Radio is your home and mortgage connection. Go to rsrnodebt.com. rsrnodebt.com.
Are you paying rent because you cannot afford to live in your dream home? Are you paying rent because you don't believe you have the down payment funds to purchase your own home? At Siegel Lending Team at ronismylender.com has up to $25,000 to help qualified people purchase their own home at amazing interest rates. Contact the Siegel Lending Team today at ronismylender.com. Again, ronismylender.com. Licensed under NMLS 217037. ronismylender.com.
Homeowners over the age of 62 are taking back financial control after retirement with reverse mortgages, and the Siegel Lending Team is here to help you use it to your advantage. Call Ron Siegel with Geneva Financial to receive your free information booklet with no obligation. The booklet answers all your questions, and the best part is you still own your home. Call Ron Siegel at 1-800-306-1990 or visit ronsiegelradio.com.
Are you earning a safe, secure 10+% return on your investments? Is your credit score over 800? Are you living in the home of your dreams or simply where you think you can afford? If the answer to any of these questions is no, what are you doing about it? Text ATP to 79564. Complete a 3-minute complimentary survey, and the area trusted professionals of Ron Siegel Radio will reach out to you to develop a success strategy for you. Again, all you need to do is text ATP to 79564.
Do you know a homeowner experiencing divorce? Do you know a real estate reference and the divorce decree could cost tens of thousands of dollars? A certified divorce mortgage planning and real estate report could save you thousands of dollars, and it's free from your local certified divorce lending professional. Reach out to Ron today. ronismylender.com. Again, ronismylender.com. Licensed under NMLS 217037, Equal Housing Lender.
You're listening to Ron Siegel's Home and Finance Show with local and national expert Ron Siegel. Now, here's Ron.
Welcome back to Ron Siegel Radio. Within every market, there are solutions as well as tremendous opportunities. You just need some trusted guidance. That is my message, and I will be delivering it every day on Ron Siegel Radio. Or anytime at 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990. The Mortgage Minute today being brought to you by our friends at Geneva Financial. When you're ready for that next home loan, Geneva's got the programs and the products. Do you have a phone? Make the call, 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990. If you are one of those people that are worried about buying a new house because, some of you sell your house right now and then you don't find what you want or can't get into contract with what you want. You may be living in a Coleman. That's a tent. We don't want that. Geneva's got a transition loan that helps you solve that problem. If you want more information on it, give me a call. And if you want to get information on what's going on in the mortgage world, what's going on with rates, every morning very early, yes, I have no life. I get up early. rsrmarketminute.com, rsrmarketminute.com. We send a report out in the mornings giving you an idea of what we believe and what we're seeing in the mortgage world each given day. And every day at this time, OBMMI. They provide the most comprehensive, accurate, timely, and interactive analysis of pricing ever conducted in the mortgage industry, calculated from actual locked rates with consumers across 42% of all mortgage transactions nationwide. Yes, they tell us the actual locked rate. They don't tell us APR, points paid, points received, just the locked rate. Conforming loans yesterday, 30 years, 6.819, fairly flat. Jumbo loans, 6.953, that was fairly flat. 30-year FHA 6.739, USDA 6.813, and the best loan on the market for those that earned it. You cannot just apply for this one. This is the 30-year VA loan, 6.537. That was down just a little bit. That's the 30-year VA loan. Again, that's just for those that earned it. It's the best loan on the market. I sometimes wonder when a lender does not at least offer the VA loan to a veteran, shouldn't that be called malpractice? I just throw that out there, my opinion. 10-year Treasury up 2 basis points. The S&P 500 is up 11.65. Mortgage-backed securities are down 8. Why? What's driving the market? Anybody, you can go to that super secret website and find out any of those numbers on what's driving the market numbers. But the why is what you need to come to Ron Siegel Radio for. Well, part of it has to do with oil prices, rising about 13% since last month, likely due to Saudi Arabia and oil, Saudi oil and Russia oil production cuts. Easy for me to say. Is today Monday or something? My tongue doesn't want to work. Gasoline prices have only gone up about 1%. Hold your wallets. They'll be going up more. Case-Shiller Home Price Index, which is the gold standard for appreciation, showed that home prices rose 0.7%. Hello, Chapman. Are you listening? That was May after rising 0.6 in April. Home prices have been on the rise since January and have accelerated each and every month. Home values rose in every city except for Phoenix, where home prices were flat. Year over year, home prices are now down 0.5%, which is something we warned about. Why? Because home prices last year, they went up at the very beginning of the year. They went down later in the year. So we have to look at what these numbers are coming in at. And the numbers are pretty strong, even though Chapman told us that the median home price was going to go down, without saying that just has to do with a mix of properties selling. It has nothing to do with the houses on your street. Federal Housing Finance Agency, FHFA, released their home price index, measures home price appreciation on single-family homes with conforming loans. They don't do the jumbos or cash like Case-Shiller, so they're gonna fluctuate a little bit. FHFA reported that prices also rose 0.7% in May after rising 0.7% in April. Home prices, according to FHFA, are now up 2.8% year over year. Additionally, home prices are now 2.3% higher than they were at the previous peak in June of 2022. So all of these numbers are showing good signs for the home prices. And as we've been telling you, 2023 pace, remember we told you earlier in the year, based on some of the economists that we work with, we figured that home values would be up about 5.8%. Case-Shiller, 2023 pace, 5%. FHFA 2023 pace 7%. CoreLogic 2023 pace 10%. Black Knight 2023 pace 5%. Zillow. Does anybody follow Zillow? They were 2023 paces up 10%. So, sorry Chapman, but you're not on course here because you didn't throw the caveat in there that you're dealing with median home prices. That's the Mortgage Minute, brought to you by our friends at Geneva Financial. When you're ready for that next home loan, Geneva's got the programs and the products. You've got the phone. Make that call, 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990. So let's chat this morning. We're going to go in a different direction. We've got Andrea Woolf with us, and we're going to talk about something that I don't do very well, listening. So she's a listening coach and birthday girl. I guess, Josh, we need to have a little birthday hat that we could put on, like they do that on some of the social channels that you can kind of superimpose on there. I don't even have it on my board. I don't even have a birthday song. We need a birthday song in here. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
I know, 29.
Well, add on 40 years and you'd be correct.
Wow. So I used to go to a support group, and there was a lady in our support group there that she said she was 39 years old on each leg. So so we have a little fun there. So you got a fascinating story though. Tell us a little bit about your story.
I do. Well, I have recently gone through. So I'm a business and personal coach, author, speaker, etc., etc. Okay, so
Author, what did you write?
books.
Books, okay. No, is it on
Yeah.
what's
So
on listening
I've been
or reading? Teaching somebody like me how to read.
so I my first book was Ignite Your Life: How to Get from Where You Are to Where You Want to Be.
Okay.
And then I've been a contributor to a couple of books. One on leadership. My chapter was called Leadership the Feminine Way.
Okay.
Women struggle with this. And then another one about powering it through the pandemic.
Whoa, okay.
Yeah, so I contributed to that one too. And so I just recently went through a cancer journey, and and it really has profoundly impacted my life.
I would imagine.
So as I was going through it, I was diagnosed with triple negative, the most aggressive, fastest growing cancer.
It's a triple negative?
Triple negative.
Okay.
Yes. And so it's the most aggressive cancer that exists. So I say, well, I'm an overachiever anyway, so it's not surprising.
Yeah, you had to go for the best, huh? Or the
Yeah.
that's not a good one though.
Yeah, so that was back towards the end of 2021. And I went through 13 months of the different treatments. And so
Wow.
while the first treatment was chemo, and while I was going through that, I had to immediately downsize my business. I couldn't have the energy for lots and lots of one-on-one clients, on Zoom and stuff like that. So while I was getting the infusions, I couldn't just do nothing. I can't do nothing, right?
Supposed to sit there quietly and just do your infusions.
Yeah, no,
doesn't work.
And they take hours. Chemo takes hours.
Right.
So I was chatting with the nurses and the staff in the cancer center. I was chatting with women I could see were struggling, were going through it alone. And I would try and, get them to giggle and chat with me, brighten their day. And then I also brought a notebook. The third thing I did while I was going through cancer was I wrote down like thoughts I was having.
Journaling.
Ideas. Yeah, just, ideas. And that morphed into creating a book from it. And it's called a short book. It's maximum 50 pages, which is good in these days where we're all so busy. And
that's about my attention span.
Yeah. So it's called Wisdom Made Simple.
Okay.
For super smart women, because I only attract smart women. But it doesn't mean necessarily
anything I can say there will only get me in trouble.
So it doesn't mean necessarily that they don't get like stopped by the thoughts and stuff. They're complicated, right?
Sure.
So that's how that came. So Wisdom Made Simple for super smart women, making it through cancer and other life challenges.
Boy, you almost have 50 pages just in the title.
Just in the title, yeah. But so this is going to be a book series. This is the first in a book series called Simple Wisdom for Super Smart Women. And then this is the title of this one, Making It Through Cancer and Other Life Challenges.
Wow. So you have all the different titles that you're already ready.
It's out. It's already
the whole
out.
series is out.
The first book.
The first book.
Series is
no, but
out.
I'm saying you've got all the other ideas is what you want to do. Oh, okay, good.
I do. I have
good.
many, many, many,
Nice.
many ideas for women.
Nice.
Yeah, so I love the Chicken Soup for the Soul books.
Okay.
I have many of their books.
It's funny. We got something in common there. I like chicken soup.
Yes, there you go.
I just little matzo balls and
exactly.
There we gotta go
exactly.
there.
Yes.
Okay, so we got a whole book series coming.
I do.
Nice. Okay, so we're going to talk more about the book series and the journey. And is there a benefit to positivity? We'll talk about all that and more. Reach me anytime. Off-air number 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990, or RonSiegelRadio.com, Facebook.com/Ron Siegel Radio. And if you miss any part of our broadcast, Ron Siegel 1 on YouTube. Ron Siegel, the numeral 1 on YouTube. Stay tuned. We'll be back in just a few.
Ron Siegel Radio. Your home and mortgage connection.
Do you know a homeowner experiencing divorce? Do you know a real estate reference in the divorce decree could cost tens of thousands of dollars? A certified divorce mortgage planning and real estate report could save you thousands of dollars, and it's free from your local certified divorce lending professional. Reach out to Ron today. RonIsMyLender.com. Again, RonIsMyLender.com. Licensed under NMLS 217037, Equal Housing Lender.
Are you a veteran, own a home, and need money? The Siegel Lending Team is here to help veterans refinance and get the money they need. The VA 100 lets you borrow up to 100% of your home's value, refinance your mortgages, consolidate credit cards, and lower your payments by an average of $700 a month. And the Siegel Lending Team knows that character means more than a credit score. Call 800-306-1990. That's 800-306-1990. Rate subject to change without notice. Licensed by the California Department of Corporations, NMLS 21037, and DRE number 018694452.
Are you earning a safe, secure 10+% return on your investments? Is your credit score over 800? Are you living in the home of your dreams or simply where you think you can afford? If the answer to any of these questions is no, what are you doing about it? Text ATP to 79564. Complete a 3-minute complimentary survey, and the area trusted professionals of Ron Siegel Radio will reach out to you to develop a success strategy for you. Again, all you need to do is text ATP to 79564.
Are you a renter and tired of making monthly payments? Paying off someone else's mortgage? Hey, it's Ron Siegel here to help you stop renting and start owning your dream home with amazing low interest rates. And you could potentially qualify for a $500,000 home for less than $5,000 out of pocket. So stop renting. Start owning with Ron Siegel. Learn more at ronsiegelradio.com and start owning today. Licensed under NMLS 217037, Equal Housing Lender.
Are you like many of your neighbors trying to figure out how to pay off your debts so you can retire someday? Build bigger savings. Invest in opportunities. Visit rsrnodebt.com. Debt will destroy 50% of Americans from being able to retire earlier and with more. What if you could have a guaranteed program that could show you how to eliminate all of your debt in 10 years or less, all without having to spend more each month than you spend right now? Yes, that's correct. All without spending more from your checkbook each month than you are today. Get your free analysis today to see if you qualify. Visit rsrnodebt.com. Log on today for your free analysis. rsrnodebt.com. No purchase necessary. The free analysis takes only 2 minutes. rsrnodebt.com. Ron Siegel Radio is your home and mortgage connection. Go to rsrnodebt.com. rsrnodebt.com.
You're listening to Ron Siegel's Home and Finance Show with local and national expert Ron Siegel. Now, here's Ron.
Welcome back to Ron Siegel Radio. Within every market, there are solutions as well as tremendous opportunities. You just need some trusted guidance. That is my message, and I will be delivering it every day on Ron Siegel Radio or anytime at 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990, the real-time real estate segment today being brought to you by rsrmoney.com. rsrmoney.com. Don't fall for the next shocking headlines about home prices. If you're thinking of buying or selling a home, one of the biggest questions you have right now is probably what's happening with home prices. And it's no surprise you don't have the clarity you need on that topic. Part of the issue is headlines are talking about prices. They're based on their negative news by comparing current stats to the last few years, but you can't compare this year to the unicorn years when home prices reached record highs that were unsustainable. And as prices began to normalize now, they're talking about it like it's a bad thing and making people fear what's next. But the worst home price declines are already behind us. What we're starting to see now is the return to normal home price appreciation. To help make home price trends easier to understand, let's focus on what's typical for the market and omit the last few years since they were anomalies. Let's start by talking about seasonality in real estate. In the housing market, there are predictable ebbs and flows that happen each year. Spring is the peak home buying season when the market is most active. That activity is typically still strong in the summer months, but begins to wane as the cooler months approach. Home prices follow along with seasonality because prices appreciate most when something is in high demand. That's why Before the abnormal years we just experienced, there was a reliable long-term home price trend. If you're watching us on RonSiegelRadio.tv, any of our socials, or the ABC News and Talk AM 1490 video feed, you're seeing a graph that uses data from Case-Shiller to show typical monthly home price movement from 1973 to 2021, not adjusted, so you can see the seasonality. 48-year average monthly home price movement. January, prices go up a little over 0.1%. February, they're going up 0.25%. March, they're going up 0.64. April, 0.86. May, 0.88. June, 0.79. July, 0.64. Coming back down the other side. August, 0.44. September, 0.25%. October, 0.15. November, 0.10. And December, 0.12. So you can see there's a big spring is when you want to be selling. As the data from the last 48 years show, at the beginning of the year, home prices grow, but not as much as they do entering the spring and summer months. That's because the market is less active in January and February, since fewer people move in the cooler months. Kids are in school. As the market transitions into the peak home buying season in the spring, activity ramps up and home prices go up a lot more in response. Then, as the fall and winter approach, activity eases again. Price growth slows, but still typically appreciates. Why this is so important to understand? In the coming months, as the housing market moves into a more predictable seasonal rhythm, you're going to see even more headlines that either get what's happening with home prices wrong or at the very least are misleading. Those headlines might use a number of price terms like appreciation when prices increase, deceleration of appreciation when prices continue to appreciate but at a slower or more moderate pace, depreciation when prices drop. They're going to mistake the slow home price growth, that would be deceleration of appreciation, that's typical of market seasonality in the fall and winter, and think prices are falling. They're not. Don't let those headlines confuse you or spark fear. Instead, remember, it's normal to see a deceleration of appreciation, slowing home price growth as the months go by. Think of this. If you're going down the freeway at, say, and I don't recommend this, 75 miles an hour, maybe that's a little bit more than what the speed limit allows, and you slow down to 65. Are you going backwards? Of course not. You've just decelerated. Same thing that's going on with real estate values. If you have any questions, give me a call, 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990. That's the real-time real estate segment. Again, brought to you by the area trusted real estate professionals of Ron Siegel Radio. rsrmoney.com, rsrmoney.com. Chatting today with I'm not sure, this might be the first time we've had a birthday girl in on the radio show. 13 years of doing this. I think it might be the first time. Andrea Woolf's birthday today, and she's chatting about life changes. And, I want to go down a little bit of a rabbit trail with you because you brought up the concept. I wouldn't share somebody's personal information, but you did. So it's out there. You've had this journey with cancer.
Yeah.
Mental outlook. How do you see that as affecting this journey?
Oh my God, it's everything. It is everything. Even I had a moment, I'd like to share about.
Sure.
Yeah. So when I first got diagnosed, it was a real shock because I was diagnosed with triple negative, the most aggressive, fastest growing cancer. I'm an overachiever. And so, so I had a meeting with myself. This will sound funny, but I stood in front of a mirror and I literally out loud had a conversation with myself because.
Did you get an argument?
No.
Okay, good.
No.
Just want to make sure there's no arguing there.
No, but the thing is that I've been working with men, women, but now I'm really focusing on women. So for all this time, I've been.
I say that and I get slapped. Just throw that out there.
So where was I?
You're focusing on women.
Focusing on women. And for all of these many years, I've been a business and personal coach. I've been working with them to let go of things like worry, fear, and self-doubt, self-criticism, like all of this stuff that so holds us back as really creative, amazing women. And so here I knew I had to handle this. So in the mirror, I'm looking at how do I stay authentic, right? If I got to walk my own talk as a coach.
Sure.
And this was like the biggest opportunity of my whole career to do so. even though
I like the
going through-
terminology too. The biggest opportunity,
Yes.
right? You didn't look at it as a problem, or I look at an
No.
opportunity.
Right. Exactly. You're getting it. So,
I'm slow. I'm not the
so
overachiever.
I had this, I had this chat with myself in the mirror, and I looked at like where's the root of all this, and it's all in mindset, right?
Sure.
I have sayings. Where you choose to focus determines your experience of life. So if you focus on the gloom or the problem, you're going to have a gloomy and problem-filled life.
Makes sense.
And it really is that simple. And so then I had a great question number 2 for myself in the mirror, which is, how are you going to remember this every day? Because my journey was just beginning. I hadn't even started chemo yet, right?
Oh, okay.
So I decided it's got to be something simple for me to remember it every single day.
I like that because I'm a simple person.
Yeah. Yes. Not.
Very simple.
So what I decided on was to wear bling every day, to wear sparkly stuff every single day.
Okay, now wait. We got to slow down here. So the vast majority of women that I know,
Yes.
they like the bling anyway.
Exactly. But really to commit to wearing it every day.
Okay.
And so I would consciously be choosing what bling I was wearing. I mean, it would be on me all day. And I've even though I've completed all the treatment for some time now, I still do it every day because it's a great reminder, right, to join the thinking points, right?
Okay.
To focus on the positive. And that's what my book is all about.
So those women that are listening right now, they're going to be calling their husbands or significant others and saying, I need to go get some more bling because Coach Andrea said, that's how we can focus. They're going to have a good reason for it.
It can be diamonds and it can be crystals. It can,
okay.
You know what I mean? It's bling, sparkly stuff.
Sparkly.
Yes. Okay.
I like glitter.
Yeah.
Does that count?
It counts.
Okay.
Of course.
Little jar of glitter, go to Michael's, and I'm a simple guy.
I can't wait to see where you put it.
There you go. Exactly. It's got to be somewhere where you see it though all the time, right? Because I mean, you're as you're talking. I'm watching you as you talk because as you touch, fidget, whatever the right term is. I'm sure that probably triggers psychological issues for you or benefits for you.
It's just a reminder. It's a really good reminder.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Very good reminder.
So the bling. So interesting. So you found the catalyst for yourself.
I did.
Now, do you recommend for when you're coaching others to find their catalyst? Is that part of the process to try and remind yourself to keep that positivity?
Well, the whole book is filled with like ways to focus on the positive.
Okay.
Right. Really, that's what it's about. In fact, I'd love to give the book as a gift.
Okay. Josh is going to put it up on the screen because he's got Andrea Woolf 2 O's because I spelt it all wrong all the way. AndreaWolf.com/new book.
Yes.
And
it's my gift.
It's a gift to you.
Yep.
So if you're driving right now or you're watching this in the car or not able to write it down, give me a call at 800-306-1990. I know I give that number out a lot. Or you can go to our social channels. You can go to the show notes, and we've got that in there. AndreaWolf.com/new book. Okay.
Yeah.
We've got it right on the screen.
Yeah.
So, and that's the shorts, right? That's a 50, 60 page.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Nice. Okay.
12 chapters. Short, easy read.
Do you have it on Audible?
It's about to go on Audible. Yes.
That's to me, that's the greatest. I love Audible.
Yes.
Okay, so Josh, you tell me that all the time. Our time goes by so fast. Okay, we're going to continue our conversation with Andrea Woolf and the talk. Now this is fancy because it's called New Book, not Old Book, but AndreaWolf.com/new book. So it's not hard to remember. You don't have because the title's pretty long. Wisdom made simple for super smart women making it through cancer and other life challenges. Whew, that almost takes the whole segment. You can reach me anytime. Our off-air number 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990, or RonSiegelRadio.com, Facebook.com/Ron Siegel Radio. And if you miss any part of our broadcast, Ron Siegel 1 on YouTube. Ron Siegel, the numeral 1 on YouTube. Stay tuned. We'll be back in just a few.
Ron Siegel. Your home and mortgage connection.
Do you know a homeowner experiencing divorce? Do you know a real estate reference and the divorce decree could cost tens of thousands of dollars? A certified divorce mortgage planning and real estate report could save you thousands of dollars, and it's free from your local certified divorce lending professional. Reach out to Ron today. RonIsMyLender.com. Again, RonIsMyLender.com. Licensed under NMLS 217037, Equal Housing Lender. Are you tired of paying rent? Are you tired of paying someone else's mortgage? Do you know qualified folks can potentially purchase a $500,000 home for less than $5,000 out of pocket? Ron Siegel can help qualified people purchase their own home at amazing interest rates. If you're tired of paying someone else's mortgage, reach out to Ron today at RonIsMyLender.com. That's RonIsMyLender.com. Licensed under NMLS 217037, Equal Housing Lender.
Hey friends, do you dream of mortgage-free home ownership? Are you aware that even if you own your home free and clear, it could still be costing you thousands per year? The Siegel Lending Team can help you generate tax-free income, accumulate family wealth, and maintain ownership of your home. By simply emailing your most recent mortgage statement, you'll receive a no-obligation real estate plan. Learn more by calling 1-800-306-1990 or email me your recent mortgage statement to PEAR@RonSiegelRadio.com. Licensed under NMLS 217037, Equal Housing Lender. Are you a renter and tired of making monthly payments? Paying off someone else's mortgage? Hey, it's Ron Siegel here to help you stop renting and start owning your dream home with amazing low interest rates. And you could potentially qualify for a $500,000 home for less than $5,000 out of pocket. So stop renting. Start owning with Ron Siegel. Learn more at RonSiegelRadio.com and start owning today. Licensed under NMLS 217037, Equal Housing Lender.
Are you like many of your neighbors trying to figure out how to pay off your debts so you can retire someday? Build bigger savings. Invest in opportunities. Visit RSRNoDebt.com. Debt will destroy 50% of Americans from being able to retire earlier and with more. What if you could have a guaranteed program that could show you how to eliminate all of your debt in 10 years or less, all without having to spend more each month than you spend right now? Yes, that's correct. All without spending more from your checkbook each month than you are today. Get your free analysis today to see if you qualify. Visit RSRNoDebt.com. Log on today for your free analysis. RSRNoDebt.com. No purchase necessary. The free analysis takes only 2 minutes. RSRNoDebt.com. Ron Siegel Radio is your home and mortgage connection. Go to RSRNoDebt.com. RSRNoDebt.com.
You're listening to Ron Siegel's Home and Finance Show with local and national expert Ron Siegel. Now, here's Ron.
Welcome back to Ron Siegel Radio. Within every market, there are solutions as well as tremendous opportunities. You just need some trusted guidance. That is my message, and I will be delivering it every day on Ron Siegel Radio or anytime at 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990. The Borrow Smart segment today being brought to you by RSRStudentLoanHelp.com, RSRStudentLoanHelp.com. Do not refi your government loans into a private loan. Not even with the company that's got the name on the stadium out there by the Rams. It is dangerous for you. RSRStudentLoanHelp.com. Get a free consultation. How to create a CD ladder. Certificate of deposits can be a simple and safe way to save for short and medium-term goals like savings accounts. The money in a CD can be FDIC insured, and it offers guaranteed interest earnings, often with a higher interest rate than savings accounts. The trade-off is that you have to lock up your savings in the CD. Withdraw the money early, and you might have to pay an early withdrawal penalty. These penalties might eat away all your gains or even leave you in the red. So it's often best not to put money into a CD that you might need before it matures. However, if you use a CD ladder, you might be able to open high-rate CDs today and guarantee regular access to part of your savings in the coming years. So what is a CD ladder? Because you know that I don't use ladders. I don't even know how to use a screwdriver. A CD ladder is a saving strategy that involves buying multiple CDs with varying maturity dates. Suppose you have $10,000 in your emergency fund that you want to put into a CD. Instead of opening one CD that matures in 2 years, open 4 CDs that will mature in 6 months, 1 year, 18 months, and 24 months. Now you get $2,500 plus the interest that accrues every 6 months. The ladder can be helpful if an emergency or opportunity arrives and you want penalty-free access to some of the money. Or if you don't need the money right now, you can use it to open a new CD and add to the next rung of your ladder. How to create a CD ladder? You can create a CD ladder on your own by opening several CDs with different maturity dates. And you can choose how you want to stagger the maturity dates based on the amount you're setting aside and your goals and the current interest rates. If you want to optimize your earnings, you could look for CDs from different financial institutions to see which offers the highest interest rate for a particular yield, or if you prefer simplicity, you can open all your CDs with the same financial institution. Some companies make it easy by offering tools that you can use to see what the ladder will look like and then quickly buy all the CDs. You might also be able to have the CDs automatically roll over or renew into a new CD and mark your calendar for the maturity dates, because sometimes this will automatically happen if you don't close the CD. Alternatives to CD ladders, it's not the only option. If you're looking for safe places to keep your money, you could also look into penalty-free CDs, bump up CDs, high-yield savings accounts, or money market accounts. You could also look into ways to invest your money if you're looking for even higher returns. But investing involves taking on more risk than saving, and it might not be a good idea to invest emergency or short-term savings. Consider your options before opening a CD. Generally, longer-term CDs offer higher interest rates, and when that's the case, CD ladders provide a clear trade-off. If you receive a lower overall return compared to buying one long-term CD, but gain frequent access to your money. But that's not always the case. When there's an inverted yield curve, longer-term interest rates are lower than the short-term ones. In these situations, only opening shorter-term CDs might seem like the best option, and it could be if CD rates stay the same or rise. But there's a risk. If interest rates fall, you'll soon have to buy new CDs at lower rates. With this in mind, it still makes sense to create a CD ladder with mixed short and long-term CDs, even if the longer-term ones offer a slightly lower rate. Just a thought for you. Don't forget about that concept of getting that CD ladder. That is the Borrow Smart segment, brought to you by rsrstudentloanhelp.com, rsrstudentloanhelp.com. Continue our conversation this morning. Andrea Woolf, the listening coach, is with us. We're chatting. We're not, well, I guess we have to listen sometimes too when we're chatting. But she's got a new book, not the old book, but a new book, Wisdom Made Simple for Super Smart Women, Making It Through Cancer and Other Life Challenges. And yeah, if you're not a woman, you can still listen because you might know one. So just throw that out there. And one of the things I love on Ron Siegel Radio is story time. No, I don't have a glass of tea with me to listen to stories and whatnot. Or when I was little, it was hot chocolate. I was never little, but younger. But the idea here is, tell me a couple stories from your book, something that, especially being the chapters are relatively short. The book is short. I've got a short attention span. Give me a little idea.
Yeah, so these are things that I went through myself.
Okay.
And so I'm sharing this
sharing the journey,
but sharing this so that you can actually have it go much easier, whatever it is you're going through in life. So the best advice I got, like right as I got diagnosed, was be your own best advocate. Be your own best advocate. Now, I was lucky because I had a great team of doctors, but really, for example, here's an example. One of my current clients right now, she has pancreatic cancer. And, when you have insurance, you don't know which doctor you're going to get. So the oncologist that she got was a gentleman, and he neither listened nor explained to her what was happening and what was going to happen. The oncologist is your major contact person at the beginning of the journey. And she was suffering with this guy, not talking with her, not explaining things. And I literally coached her I rarely tell people what to do as coaching. I facilitate, but I literally was stronger with her to like really find somebody who she connected with as an oncologist and who understood her and explained things. So she did, and thank goodness, the rest of her journey went much easier.
So that kind of ties back to something you and I were chatting about in a prior segment is, if you're going through that frustration, I'm not sure it's possible to be frustrated and positive at the same time, right? So you don't have that positive mental outlook, which is, my opinion, is very, very important because I've got friends that are going through this journey as well.
Right.
So, you look at it and say, now, how do you do both at the same time?
Well, you look for, okay, what's the frustration? What do I need to handle?
Right.
What could I do here?
Address it, and that way it can.
Yeah. I mean, it's all in the questions you ask yourself. It's all in there.
Well, I think it goes one step further because you apparently, from what you just said, is you had to take it the next step and really, coach, push, kick her in the butt, something to be her advocate, to
be her own advocate.
To be her own.
That's one of the chapters.
Yeah. And,
right.
you were just saying that. And I'm a big believer that, in this day and age of medicine, I don't know whether it's new or old or what the whole story is, but, there's a lot of information online. And if you're not comfortable with the information you're getting, you need to, if the doctor's not willing to be open, you've got to.
It's a big challenge. You're with the wrong doctor. You're with the wrong doctor. Right.
Right. And sometimes you're the wrong patient too. And I'll throw this out there because I just share my own journey. As my dad had dementia, right. And we searched many, many doctors. And I think what we were really looking for was a miracle. And, it wasn't the doctor's fault. It was the support system, me, right? Trying to say, okay, we went to the doctor in Fullerton. We went to the doctor at USC. We went to the doctor in Palm Springs,
right.
And you can't change everything.
Right. No, you can't. But, it's all in how you handle it.
Right.
It's all in how you handle it. So I hear what you're saying.
So I love that idea. So you got to be your own advocate. And if the doctor's not cutting it, I'm a big believer that the brain is, a good portion of the battle. It's not going to always win.
Yep.
But, if you've got that positive outcome, positive outlook,
definitely,
and support system, you might have a chance.
You increase your odds.
I like the way you put that.
You definitely increase your odds. It has a lot to do with how it goes.
Yeah, it's
a lot to do.
Okay, I like that story.
Count your blessings. Another chapter.
Okay.
I mean, who would think of counting your blessings at a time like this?
Sure.
But they're always there if you're looking for them.
How long? So being that you're not a typical author, so a lot of times authors are, or like teachers, right? They're teaching something, but you're going through this through experience.
Yeah.
You talk when you're diagnosed. There's so many different stages that you're going through. How do you get to that point of getting through the disbelief, the why me, to counting your blessings? How do you get there?
Like that.
Really?
Like that.
Okay,
like
can't
that.
snap your fingers on radio because no one sees it.
Okay. So, but it's really like that.
Really? So you have to just give yourself a kick in the butt.
It's all a choice.
Oh, okay.
So, for example, my husband was amazing. He was with me at every step of the way, drove me everywhere, came to every appointment. I mean, how blessed am I?
Sure.
How blessed am I? How can you miss that, right?
Right.
I received cards and flowers and gifts from people like all over the world. It was amazing when they heard the news that I was being diagnosed. What a huge blessing.
Sure.
I mean, it was amazing, right? A blessing can be.
So you had your eyes open to what was going on around you.
Well, a blessing could be as simple as somebody just smiles at you and touches your hand. That's a blessing, right?
Sure.
I made it through another day. That's a blessing.
But like I say, you have to have your eyes open to it.
Exactly.
Right?
That's the point of the book.
Okay.
That's absolutely the point of the book.
See, I didn't even have to read it, and I got there. Okay, let's Josh, put that back on there again for me, would you? The book, the link there. It's AndreaWolf.com/new book. Andrea Woolf. That's two O's in there, not 2 W. Even I can't even say it. I spelled it wrong before. And then tell me real quick, because we only got about a half a minute left, about your coaching.
Yes, my coaching. So I have a gift for the audience because really it's experiential, right? Having an experience with me makes all the difference.
Right.
And I haven't talked much about coaching, but it's about creating transformation. Anything you want to change in your life, I can help you with it. Business, personal, all of it. So
just women?
No.
Oh, okay.
It can be both.
Okay. Okay.
I am mainly focusing on women, but if there are some gentlemen out there who would need some support and help right now, I'm here for you. So,
okay.
So a 30-minute coaching session is normally $197, and so my offer is for $97 for a 30-minute coaching session with me.
Awesome. Save a little money listening to Ron Siegel Radio. AndreaWolf.com/coach me. I need a lot of help. AndreaWolf.com/coach me. Great information. Appreciate you being here. I wish you continued success in your journey. And obviously, happy birthday.
Thank you.
And as always, we ask, set that first radio preset button to come back here and join Ron Siegel Radio, where we only speak about items affecting your house and your bank account. Thanks to all of our sponsors. Big thanks to Josh and Sean for engineering us today. And of course, a special thanks to you for spending a little bit of your day with us. That's all for Ron Siegel Radio. Again, if you have any questions or to meet any of our guests, call me anytime, 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990, or ronsiegelradio.com. And remember, make a lot of money so you can help a lot of people and have a lot of fun. Have a great day. We'll talk to you next time on Ron Siegel Radio.